SmackDown is becoming absolutely unbearable, man. SmackDown is becoming absolutely unwatchable. Unwatchable. There's one thing that Battle Royal did tonight. All that Battle Royal did was show everybody how nobody on this roster is on the same league, on the same planet, in the same stratosphere as Roman Reigns. All they needed to do was give that Battle Royal to Jeff Hardy. All they needed to do was give that Battle Royal to Jeff Hardy. And they couldn't even have done that. Did not even come close to getting it right tonight. On the other show, Britt Baker loses. I told you this was going to happen. So I got the car, I got the venue, I got the best podcast in the IWC, man. I told you it was going to happen. Anyway, we're going to talk about all this tonight, man. We're going to talk about all of this tonight. And why SmackDown is the drizzling shits. I don't know about you guys, man. I don't know what you're doing. I'm looking at you. I see you. I see you chatting away. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know where you're going. I know. I know where I'm going, though. I got my cold beverage. And yeah, man, I'm drinking and driving. It's seltzer. Calm the fuck down. I know where I'm going, man. I'm going to the OTS venue. I hope you meet me there. But I got one question for you guys before we get to the venue. What are you drinking? I'll see you guys over there. garbage. We are live, man. Oh, Roman. Who shall fall next in line to the tribal chief? If you said Sami Zayn, I wouldn't have believed you. But this is where we are on November 26th. Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns is the next challenge. I don't know why. I have my intuitions as to why. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense. And it only exposes one thing in WWE, and it's something that I've been preaching to the choir about for months. And WWE is yet to do anything about it. On Rampage, Dr. Britt Baker loses a non-title match to Riho. This could have been avoided if Tony Khan has more of a division. But we're going to go over everything tonight that you need on your Friday night. This is the #1 podcast live every single night in the IWC. This is your SmackDown and Rampage post show right here on Off the Script.
AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? My name is JD from New York, and this is your Rampage and SmackDown post show for November 26, 2021. And welcome to Off the Script. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Friday nights. It's cold, it's chilly, it's downright shitty in New York City, man. It's cold. My heart is cold after watching this show tonight, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. This show is complete and utter garbage. SmackDown is becoming the Monday Night Raw post-draft that we all dreaded it would become. I don't believe I'm going to say this, man. Monday Night Raw is horrendous in its own right, in its own way. Monday Night Raw is god-awful every single week. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that SmackDown is now, at this stage, worse than Monday Night Raw. They are worse than Monday Night Raw in its current state right now. I don't even know how that's possible. Like, you really have to fuck up. Big time. For your show to be as bad, or if not, worse than Monday Night Raw. I feel like I'm losing brain cells watching SmackDown. What I'm watching is a creative team that was so fucking lazy after Thanksgiving that they refused to put on a show. And this is nothing new. This is the same thing every fucking week. These low-effort, soulless, lifeless efforts on WWE's behalf. This is an every week thing. I'm not even going to blame the fucking Thanksgiving holiday on the fact that they put on a terrible show. They put on terrible shows every single fucking week. There's nothing new as far as the matchups are concerned. We're still getting rematch after rematch after rematch. Half of the roster's not even being utilized. Instead of building new stars and giving opportunities and building people on TV that people want to see, you bury everybody. You don't treat them like you should be treating them. And nobody stands out. But Roman Reigns. That Battle Royal tonight was the same thing that we saw at Survivor Series. I don't get why we needed another Battle Royal. This is WWE's way of pretty much telling you, hey, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, and we don't know who the fuck we want to give this opportunity to, so we'll put everybody on the show. And you look up and down that list of 20 men that were in that Battle Royal, and only 2 men stand out from the entire pack. There's not one, and I mean this with no disrespect towards anybody. This is all WWE creatives' fault. I mean no ill will or disrespect towards anybody else. But I don't understand why we need a Battle Royal with fucking Shanky and Jinder Mahal and Mansoor and the Viking Raiders and all these other fucking bimbos that are in there. Do you really think Eric or Ivar of the Viking Raiders are going to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship? Why are you wasting our time? Is what I want to know. There's no other way to come up with a challenger for Roman Reigns. There's no other aspect of your creativity to come up with something for anybody to do to challenge Roman Reigns. We need a 20-man fucking, it could be all members of the fucking WWE roster. Include Monday Night Raw for all I give a shit. There's nobody on the roster that's legit to challenge Roman Reigns. Nobody. This is a problem. And it's becoming more and more apparent every single fucking week. In fact, it's downright scaring the fucking shit out of me. Because what do you think WWE's going to do? They're going to Brock Lesnar come back and make the big triumphant babyface return and use him as the anti-authority figure. And they're going to have Brock Lesnar beat Roman Reigns. Is that what you're planning on doing? If you're planning on doing that, I'm telling you right now, you take that and you crumble that fucking paper and you fucking burn it. Burn it. I don't want to see that name anywhere near Roman Reigns with a W next to his name and new in asterisk. I don't want to see it. In fact, nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see Brock Lesnar beat Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. There's not one single fucking person with a right mind that wants to see that happen. How many times have I told you that what you're doing with Roman Reigns is special? What you're doing with Roman Reigns has not been done many, many, many times before. What you have right now, and I'm not saying it's the same, I'm saying it's similar. Roman Reigns is on an Undertaker-like WrestleMania undefeated streak. But he's not undefeated at one event. He's undefeated for, 400 days now? Man is over 400 plus days as Universal Champion. The man's shoulders have not been pinned to the mat. He's beaten everybody. You name him, he's dropped him. Edge, dropped. Daniel Bryan, dropped. Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Rey Mysterio. How many more does he need to drop? He dropped Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman. How many more does he need to drop? John Cena. How many more does he need to drop? If you guys had this idea of Roman Reigns being this Roman Reigns, you should have already had it in your head on who was going to beat him for the Universal Championship. You should have already had it in your heads who was going to be the next to take over the throne of WWE and replace Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns is no longer able to do this at an everyday level. Do you have that? No, you don't. This is what separates WWE from AEW. Tony Khan, before he even fucking had the company get off the ground on day one, he already had 4 names in chronological order of who he wanted as the AEW World Champion. We're on number 4 right now. Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, and now Adam Hangman Page. And you know what? If I'm a betting man, Tony Khan's got the next fucking 4 people he wants as the AEW World Champion and has already mapped out how, when, and who is going to be a part of all of that. But here WWE is, and they don't have a fucking clue on what to do on a week-to-week basis with Roman Reigns. Then you want to know why one is struggling creatively and the other is making it look like child's play. This Battle Royal was a waste of fucking time tonight. A waste of time. Everybody in this Battle Royal outside a Jeff Hardy or a Ricochet, because I gave him a chance, because he was the only other babyface in there that realistically could have won this thing. Jeff Hardy and Ricochet. Those were the only 2 names in this Battle Royal that were worth anything against Roman Reigns. And what does WWE do? They give it to Sami Zayn, and I love Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn has been underutilized, and he's mega talented. He knows how to draw heat from the crowd in legitimate ways. He's a very good professional wrestler. But let's be real. Is Sami Zayn going to beat Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship? No. Does Sami Zayn match up to Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship? No. And WWE knows that as well, but they gave him the Battle Royal. Kayla Braxton went to go interview him and did not even pay attention to the fact that he won the Battle Royal. She announced Brock Lesnar's suspension is now over. Pretty much bypassing Sami Zayn winning a shot to wrestle for the Universal Championship. What does WWE think of Sami Zayn? They had Roman Reigns and the Usos with Paul Heyman in the locker room watching him win the Battle Royal, laughing. That's how much of a serious threat they think Sami Zayn is to them. So why did we go and do this? Instead of giving us the one guy that actually makes sense, coming out of the Survivor Series, really putting it out there on the line for his team. Then he goes up to SmackDown and wrestles with Drew McIntyre earlier in the night, and then he's in the Battle Royal. You mean to tell me that we couldn't give this to Jeff Hardy? You mean to tell me that you fucking people are so inept that you can't get a feud between Jeff Hardy and Roman Reigns to last through December all the way through the Royal Rumble? That's an easy 2-match feud for Roman Reigns. Day 1, That pay-per-view that they're doing on January 1, 2022. That will be the first match. And then the second match can take place at the Royal Rumble. I don't know why this is so fucking difficult. And all this Battle Royal did was expose everybody to the fact that WWE has absolutely nobody on SmackDown to challenge Roman Reigns. All this Battle Royal did was expose WWE for the simple fact that they're still meddling in this brand split, and all the brand split is doing is making one show fucking terrible and the other equally as terrible. And the fucking brand split. That's what needs to be done. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I've had people tell me, oh, the brand split would not be something that works. People wouldn't get opportunities. They're not getting opportunities now. What you're watching on Friday night is no better than a WWE main event show on the network. WWE is parading SmackDown around like the A show, and it's actually the C show. I can't tell the difference between SmackDown or Superstars main event. 205 Live. We got a real fucking problem if NXT on Tuesday night is the best WWE weekly programming. They need to understand, and you people need to fucking understand, that the brand split is ruining the goddamn show. I don't know if they thought this completely through or thought this out coming out of the draft. They overloaded Monday Night Raw, and then they left nobody on SmackDown for Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, maybe. That's a shoe-in right there. He's super over it, super popular. Why not go with Jeff Hardy? Well, maybe this Sami Zayn thing is a fucking ruse, and I'm working myself up for no reason. But outside of Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre, there's nobody but Brock Lesnar, and nobody wants to see Brock Lesnar win the Universal Championship again. Nobody wants to see Drew McIntyre beat Roman Reigns. Nobody. He's a made man. We need somebody relatively unknown to take the title from Roman Reigns. Who is that? He may not even be on the fucking roster. He may not even be on the fucking roster. He may not even be in WWE. He may not even be outside WWE for all we fucking know. Who is it? I mentioned Walter. Can we get Walter on the show? Maybe he shows up. I've beaten everybody, says Roman Reigns, and out comes Walter with that fucking great Imperium entrance. But I'm fucking petrified of WWE thinking that Brock Lesnar is the guy to take the Universal title off of Roman Reigns. And we all know that he is not. We all know that he's not. On Rampage, Britt Baker wrestled a non-title match against Riho. And if Riho won, she'd be in line for a future women's championship match at Britt Baker. I told you this on Wednesday. I hate when champions lose. I don't like when champions lose. I criticize it in WWE. I criticize it in AEW. Though we've only seen it once before. And I didn't really get on them for the Young Bucks losing a non-title tag team title match. Because we don't see it every fucking week. In WWE, you see champions lose every fucking week. I mean, we see Mandy Rose on Tuesday get fucking pinned in a non-title match against Cora Jade. I don't like when champions lose. I don't give a shit who you are. But WWE does it every day, every week. AEW rarely does it. They've done it once in 2 years. Tonight was the only other time besides the Young Bucks. Britt Baker loses to Riho tonight, and now Riho gets a shot at the AEW Women's Championship. I said this on Wednesday. You know, I don't really advocate for Britt Baker to lose the championship at all right now, unless it's Thunder Rosa. I don't advocate for champions to lose non-title matches. But I said I would not be surprised if Britt Baker loses this match because she has nobody to wrestle up until she gets to Thunder Rosa. And if AEW wants to give Riho the shot and build Riho versus Britt Baker for Battle of the Belts, there really isn't anybody else. Everybody else has competed in the tournament. They really haven't done much of anything else. The TBS Championship Tournament is the big thing that everybody's concerned about right now. Whereas Britt Baker, she's kind of left out in the dust. She's beaten everybody. She's beaten Tay Conti. She's beaten Chris Statlander. She's beaten Ruby Soho. She's beaten Nyla Rose. Who else is there? There is nobody else right now. I'm not saying there's nobody else, period, but there's nobody else right now. So I said it on Wednesday during the live stream post show. Don't be surprised if Britt Baker loses this match to Riho because we don't have anybody to challenge Britt Baker up until she gets to Thunder Rosa. And what happened tonight? We got Riho pinning Britt Baker, and we got a champion losing in a non-title match. I don't like it. It could have honestly been avoided. It really could have been avoided. I don't know what Tony Khan is planning on doing with the women's division. The TBS Championship Tournament is wrapping up fairly soon. We're going to have a first champion crowned. What is he doing to stockpile this division and make it competitive? This is why I ranted, bitched, complained, and moaned about an all-women's pay-per-view. There is no such thing in AEW and in WWE. Both women's divisions are weak. I don't give a shit who you are or what you think. Stop living in some fantasy world. They're weak. You got a handful of top-tier contenders in the AEW women's division, and all of them were in this TBS Championship Tournament. Outside of that, Britt Baker's beaten all of them. What is Tony Khan going to do to replenish this division and make sure something like this doesn't happen again? If he's not out there on the phone with Ember Moon, if he's not out there on the phone with a Tegan Knox, or bringing in a Chelsea Green, she says she wants to work AEW, let's make it happen. Or whoever else was let go from WWE. Bring them on in. I find that the women are going to be just as valuable as whoever you want to bring in on the men's side. A Wyndham, a Keith Lee, a Kyle O'Reilly, a Johnny Gargano, guys like that, a Kevin Owens, a Sami Zayn. His contract's up in a month's time. What are you going to do to replenish this division so you don't have to have your champions lose? You do realize that the only reason why Britt Baker lost is because there's no competition in your division. It's not really what I want to use as an excuse. Britt Baker should lose the title when she's ready to lose the championship to whoever is going to take over that division. She shouldn't lose the championship or lose a match as champion, I should say. She shouldn't lose a match as champion, all because she needs, in storyline, to have a challenger set up for her for some gimmick show that they're doing in January. It's not really fair. Doesn't make Britt Baker look good, doesn't make the title look good. And Riho hasn't done much of anything on Dynamite or Rampage. She's been missing for most of the year. This situation could have absolutely been avoided. Avoided. So I'm calling on Tony Khan to have an action plan and bring in women so that this situation doesn't happen again. And the AEW women's division, 90% of them aren't even ready. Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander, Ruby Soho, Britt Baker, Shida, Riho, Deeb. It's a handful of women right there. And Britt's beaten most of them. But we need to do a better job at building contenders for Britt's title. I don't know how you're going to go about that. I don't know who you're going to bring in to make it more competitive and a little bit more serious. But we cannot run into a situation where the current champion has beaten everybody and you're just dilly-dallying around, making up shit to get her to next year and Thunder Rosa at Revolution. I don't want to have to sit here and see my champion lose because, oh, she needs an opponent, so we booked her in a gimmick non-title match so that the challenger gets a championship match. No, I'm not for that. That's some straight-up WWE shit. That's some Bruce Pritchard-type fucking bullshit. I would rather AEW stay away from that. We're going to go over both of these shows, guys. Not really much going on tonight. There's not much going on tonight, but you're in the venue. We got 2,000 large in the venue. I appreciate you guys joining me tonight live on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, man. I'm looking at the chat right now. 466 likes on the live stream chat. I have to ask why. We got 2,000 in here, and you guys can't be bothered to hit the thumbs up. There should be at least 1,000 thumbs up right now in the live stream chat. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and support the show. That's the best way to support the show. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. We are less than 800 away from my end-of-year goal of 130,000 subscribers, man. So if you guys have not hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and done all that YouTube shit, make sure you guys go and do that for me right now. Also, hit that join button, man. Become a VIP right here in the venue. We got some great perks. We got those emotes that you guys can use in the live stream chat, in the comment section. And you guys get those custom badges as well next to your name. Shows off your VIP status. As long as you stay subscribed and joined as a channel member, you guys will have that badge next to your name, man. We got a couple of people right now nearing the elusive gold off-the-script microphone, man. So make sure you guys go and do that. So hit that join button and become a VIP right here on OTS. We got some new t-shirts, man. We got some new t-shirts. Look at that. The new throwback NWO inspired OTS and LTB. We got the black and white for the OTS and the Wolf Pack for the LTB, man. You guys can get them on bonfire.com. Link is down in the description below. Go and get your t-shirts, man. It's a great way to support the show and represents when you go to a meet and greet, when you go to a show, when you go out to your favorite bar and someone asks you, hey, what's that? You can tell them it's the best fucking podcast in the IWC on YouTube, and that is Off the Script. Go and get that at bonfire.com. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206. Great way to support the show via the Patreon page. Exclusive merch over there as well. Get those super chats in. Make sure you guys get those super chats in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. And today, my live stream post show is sponsored once again by my friends over at Geology. Geology.com. You guys can save 50% off your first 3 months. So make sure you guys go and check that out. I will have a link during the middle of the show where you guys can actually go and get yourself a 50% off Geology, man. That's geology.com. That's GEOLOGIE.com. And I want to thank them for once again supporting Off the Script, man. Let's get into SmackDown. SmackDown opened with the Tribal Chief, as you guys know. How else would SmackDown open? SmackDown always opens with the Tribal Chief, man. SmackDown opens with Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman's in the ring with Kayla Braxton. And they have this thing going on throughout the show about Kayla Braxton talking about rumors heating up that Brock Lesnar's indefinite suspension is going to be no more. She stood in the middle of the ring and she mentioned Brock's indefinite suspension, at which point she was interrupted by Roman Reigns. And they walk down to the aisle with the bloodline. We don't do rumors on the island of relevancy, says Paul Heyman to Kayla Braxton. He said she parades around like she's a journalist with breaking news. He said she is trying to get a spotlight for spreading rumors. Sounds like most of the IWC. Fans booed, and then Heyman delivers this one. Heyman said none of them are worthy of passing judgment on any of them. I pass judgment on WWE every single day. What are you going to do, Heyman? Huh? What are you going to do? You're from Yonkers. What are you going to do, huh? New Rochelle. Who am I? I love Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman can say whatever the fuck he wants to me, man. I'll listen. Love Paul Heyman. But that's typical WWE rhetoric, man. They shit on the crowd. They love to shit on their audience and make sure everybody is, sitting there feeling like they're a complete blithering idiot. That's typical WWE. It's not just Paul Heyman. It's just a WWE issued agenda. So he turned back to Kayla and he told her to dig for sources and get a confirmation or denial and then return with the facts. He said he used to like her because other people thought she was pretty, but now she's living her life through an Instagram filter. And there is no Instagram filter to be a legit journalist. There's no Instagram filters to be a legit YouTube content creator in the wrestling community either. Wrestle geeks. Sorry, man. I'm getting over this cold. Give me a second. Yeah, you heard me. So he said until she is a legit journalist, she should leave the ring. Thank you for your time and good night. So Kayla left and fans chanted, "We want Brock." Heyman handed the microphone to Roman Reigns, and Reigns said rumors give losers false hope. He said, compared to him, everyone is a loser around here. Oh my goodness, is that the understatement of the fucking century? There's a bunch of losers around here. Fans booed, and then Roman says, because I've beaten them all. He said, Brock Lesnar, though, he's the number one loser around here. I flew all the way around the world, and I smashed his ass. Whoa! Maybe you want to rephrase that, Mr. Reigns. He smashed his ass. I'll give you two guys the alone time that you want, man, but please reword that next time around, okay? Brock Lesnar is a loser. I don't care about the rumors. That's the facts. He said Big E is also a loser because he smashed him last week. He said those fools are part of a long list of losers. He said management is getting desperate, so they have booked a battle royal tonight to determine the new challenger. He said they should let 3 or 4 of them win because he'll smash them all. And when my days are done around here, which could be sooner rather than later, the whole world will acknowledge me, he says. It's almost like they're bringing truth into the situation, man. And I don't like that line. That one line really stood out to me. He said they should let 3 or 4 of them win because he'll smash them all. And when my days are done around here, which could be sooner rather than later. What does that mean? Is Roman losing the championship and going to Hollywood to join Dwayne? I don't know. But I'm not sure WWE wants to put the title on Brock, who's a part-time guy. He's only got how many matches? 10 matches? 8 to 10 matches booked for himself? Beating Brock Lesnar isn't as big of a deal as it used to be. Beating Roman Reigns is now the biggest deal in all of wrestling because of what he's accomplished. I hope WWE realizes that. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar anywhere near this Universal Championship. You could do the match at WrestleMania, and you could do the match in the main event on night 2. But I don't want to see the match end up with Brock Lesnar winning the Universal Championship. That may actually be one of the worst creative decisions in the history of WWE, if that is the case. Nobody wants to see that. Jeff Hardy. He teamed with Drew McIntyre tonight against Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. I don't know how many of you guys are in the same camp that I'm in, but I actually miss broke, poor, and desolate Baron Corbin. I think this Happy Corbin shit is fucking garbage. I really do. It's cringe. And Madcap Moss, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't find it funny. Just another mid-card comedy act that isn't going anywhere. Jeff Hardy had a great Survivor Series. He was the sole survivor for Team SmackDown. He went up against Seth Rollins. He got a huge reaction in New York City. That is the only thing that you needed to hear. WWE asking themselves in the creative meetings on Monday, where do we go with Roman on SmackDown? New York City, Survivor Series. They explained it all to you. They told you. Jeff Hardy. That's it. Easy 2 months. That's 2 months off the calendar. You could wipe off of Roman Reigns' things to-do list. And you didn't do it. You didn't do it. It could still end up being Jeff Hardy. We don't fucking know. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns probably isn't happening until WrestleMania. Maybe they do it at day one. I have no fucking clue. I have no idea what they're planning for day one. I don't know what they're doing or when the build is going to start. For all we know, we may not even get a build. Just look at Survivor Series. Jeff Hardy is that guy. He got a big reaction tonight in North Carolina. That's where they were tonight, right? North Carolina? I think they were in North Carolina. I could be wrong. I have no fucking idea. Yeah, Greensboro, North Carolina. Yeah. It's a Jeff Hardy town. But you didn't go with Jeff Hardy. I find that to be very weird. So Jeff Hardy teamed with Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. Not much going on here. Drew got a hot tag after the heels beat down Jeff Hardy. They got babyface reactions for Jeff big time. Big babyface reaction for Drew McIntyre as he made the hot tag. Drew signaled for a Claymore kick. Moss distracted him by leaping onto the ring apron as the illegal man. Drew turned and punched him. He then charged at Corbin. Corbin counted into a deep 6 on McIntyre out of the Claymore. And he got a 2 count. All 4 guys were down in the ring. Drew hit Moss with the Glasgow kiss and a Claymore. Drew tagged in Hardy and rather go for the cover. Hardy yanked off his t-shirt and landed the Swanton for the win on Madcap Moss. Hardy and McIntyre win in Greensboro, North Carolina. That's pretty much it. Not really much going on there. Kayla Braxton, she was backstage talking to Aaliyah. Heyman walked up behind them. Aaliyah says, listen, you guys got business to discuss. I'm going to get out of here. Nice to see Aaliyah being utilized correctly on SmackDown. Heyman walked up to them and asked Braxton if she was able to get confirmation or denials on those rumors. Heyman said Lesnar is hiding behind his suspension that he intentionally got by putting his hands on Pierce in order to avoid Reigns. Heyman told Braxton to call Lesnar. Oh, that's right. You can't call Brock Lesnar, and neither can I because I don't have his new number. He says he's pushing for her to be gone if she doesn't get a confirmation or denial. That's what I'm pushing for, or maybe that's just a rumor. So they got this storyline going on. Is Lesnar going to have his suspension lifted? Kayla Braxton is the center of attention here with Paul Heyman. That was the whole ongoing storyline for SmackDown tonight. Heyman and Kayla Braxton. The journalist who said time and time again, mentioning Brock Lesnar, And Heyman says, you got no credible information to be talking about Brock Lesnar's indefinite suspension being lifted. All you say is rumors. I heard this, I heard that. They made it into a 2-hour-long storyline tonight on SmackDown. I get that they wanted to make it intriguing, but I mean, is this the best you got? That's what you think is going to have that cliffhanger effect for people? Oh, I got to watch SmackDown to see if Lesnar's suspension is lifted. It's not really what I think of grabbing the viewer's attention and keeping them for 2 hours entertained highly. WWE is absolutely afraid to push new talent. And it's not going to be long at all before Ridge Holland is just another Triple H guy buried on the main roster. Calling it right now. Ridge Holland went one-on-one versus Cesaro. Ridge Holland has not wrestled on SmackDown since he was drafted from NXT and moved to SmackDown. This was about 6 or 7 weeks ago. We've gotten Ridge Holland on SmackDown for what is almost 6 or 7 weeks, and this is the first time he's wrestled on the blue brand. They paired him with Sheamus, which I think is a great pairing. They like to drink, they love Guinness, they love to fight, right? So you would think, pairing Ridge Holland with Sheamus, that they got some sort of plan for him. They like him. They're not going to pair Ridge Holland with Sheamus, right? If they didn't like him. Sheamus has a lot of pull back there. Sheamus is a veteran on the roster. So he must take a liking to Ridge Holland. There's obviously friendly camaraderie there. And you would think, being that this is his first match, that WWE would give him a win over a serious competitor. Enter Cesaro. This would be a big win for somebody like Ridge Holland. First night in, beating Cesaro, establishing himself with Sheamus and the partnership. I mean, it writes itself. It writes itself. What do you think WWE did with the pen? And what do you think they wrote? How do you think they wrote their story for this chapter that is Ridge Holland? If you guessed Ridge Holland debuts on SmackDown in a losing effort in less than 5 minutes, then you are correct. You win absolutely nothing. You win a seat at the table next to Bruce Pritchard to see how he writes his next failure. Ridge Holland versus Cesaro should have been the easiest creative decision you could have possibly had tonight. New guy, win. That's all you had to do. This match was less than 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Holland dominated Cesaro for the majority of the match, throwing his weight around, a rugby-like chop block from the front, lifting Cesaro over his head, tossing Cesaro around, uppercuts. So Holland took advantage after some Cesaro offense, rocked Cesaro with a headbutt. He then flew Cesaro across the ring with a suplex, slowed the pace down with a, you guessed it, a chinlock. Cesaro fought back for a little bit. Holland caught him with a big slam. Holland continued to just rack in the offense there, but Cesaro put an end to that pretty quickly. Cesaro then, out of nowhere, just rolls up Ridge Holland for the 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Ridge Holland shocked, surprised. Sheamus was on commentary. He gets up, he's angry. Cesaro rolls out of the ring. He beats Ridge Holland in 3 minutes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I'm no wrestling promoter. I'm not a wrestling creative writer. I have my little gig here. I do what I do in front of large audiences. You guys know how I am, man. You guys know how I love seeing new talent flourish. We all love Cesaro. We all love Cesaro. But that doesn't mean Cesaro needs to go into this match and beat Ridge Holland in less than 3 minutes. Simple, 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 creative. Ridge Holland goes in, he dominates, he beats Cesaro, the act is established. And then you take what he did against Cesaro tonight, and you continue doing that until you establish them as a dominant duo. Why do we have people losing their debut match on Friday Night SmackDown when you specifically drafted them to this brand for a reason? And that reason is create new stars. We need new stars. We want to be a little bit more youthful. But here he is on night one losing his match. I don't look at that as establishing a new talent. I see that from an outsider's perspective looking in, and a great analyst here on what I do. I see that as Ridge Holland being a failure. I see that as Ridge Holland being a loser. And I'm telling you right now, I don't want to hear a single fucking person tell me, well, we'll give it a chance, man. You gotta be patient, man. You gotta be patient, man. No. Fuck your patience. Tired of being patient. This company doesn't deserve my fucking patience. You had one job to do. You have one job to do every week. Get over new stars. But here you are making him lose in 3 minutes. Let it play out, man. Play with these fucking nuts, okay? Go play in fucking traffic if you want to play. I don't come here to play. Ridge Holland needs a win, okay? Especially if it's his debut match. Give me a fucking break. What a terrible fucking decision. And this is not the first. It's not going to be the last. WWE tends to do this with all new talent. They think it's some sort of fucking sick joke. But I'm not sure if they want to establish Ridge Holland. You know Ridge Holland's a Triple H Paul Levesque guy, right? So we're Hit Row. Where are they? They're on Shit Row. They went to death row faster than I could ever have imagined. What do you think's going to happen to Ridge Holland? Oh, he's big, he's muscly, he's from Dublin, right? He loves to drink. This guy is a dime a dozen, Ridge Holland. You don't think they're going to see that? Ridge Holland will be gone in 6 months. I guarantee you. I'd be shocked if Ridge Holland is anywhere moved up in the creative ladder in WWE. Toni Storm, nothing. Aaliyah, nothing. Xia Li, forget about it. You think Xia Li's going anywhere in this company? Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Ridge Holland, Hit Row. What happened? You're all banking on youth. You're all banking on the newcomers, right? Give me a fucking break, man. WWE doesn't know the definition of the word new. They don't give a fuck about building new talent. They want to bury new talent. That's their motto. That's their agenda. Ridge Holland is going to be one of many to have this same fate happen to them. We got Drew McIntyre in the back. He approached Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville backstage, asked about this Battle Royal, this Black Friday Battle Royal. Deville says they don't have the final approved list of participants yet. Drew says, I expect an invite. This was a good talk. He wants to be in the Battle Royal. He wants to be in the Battle Royal. Drew McIntyre, I'm sorry to tell you, bro, it's not your time. I don't think it will ever be your time, man. You want in the Battle Royal to do what? Win? Anybody that wins that Battle Royal is a proverbial loser in the eyes of Roman Reigns. We got Rick Boogs. My boy Boogs. With Shinsuke Nakamura against Angel. Angel who? Angel Hernandez? Angel who? Chris Angel? I don't know. There's a ton of Angels. Angel Mendez. I could go to the fucking bodega right down the street and see Angel sitting behind the fucking counter. Angel who? Angel who? Angel Garza. Why aren't we using his full name in singles matches? Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Angel. Awful. He was with Humberto Carrillo. This was coined as a, let me see if I have it in my notes here, a Thanksgiving leftovers throwdown. You can see where Vince wrote this show. Vince wrote this show on the fucking toilet. Bruce wrote this show on the fucking toilet after scarfing down 4 plates of Thanksgiving dinner. This is exactly what they thought of this show. A Thanksgiving leftovers throwdown. Yeah, guys, come to work. We got a great show lined up for you. We got a Thanksgiving throwdown. Leftover throwdown. Angel beat Rick Boogs. Another short match. Seems like the MO on SmackDown is 3-minute matches. 3-minute matches is the extent of matches if you're not in the main event on SmackDown. They had a Thanksgiving theme, which seemed pointless because Thanksgiving was yesterday. We're now going on to Christmas, bro. Santa Claus is about to come on down. So Angel rocked Boogs with a drop kick. They brawled around ringside. There was a table of Thanksgiving food. There was turkey and pie and whatever the fuck else you find on a Thanksgiving leftover table. So they're on the outside. They brawled around ringside. And Angel tried to slam Boogs into the ham that was on the table. Angel slowed the pace down. Boogs worked his way out of it. Boogs gave Angel a gut-wrench suplex for a near fall. He applied the abdominal stretch, and then he started to play guitar on Angel's ribcage. Humberto then takes Boogs' new guitar, and he gets up on the table of food and starts playing, horrifically, the electric guitar. Can you imagine Humberto strumming away, playing electric guitar, bro? Can you imagine what that would sound like? If you thought it would sound terrible or think it would sound terrible, you are absolutely correct, man. This guy was strumming chords. I don't even know if he actually had chord progression going on, man. He had no neck work at all. He was just strumming the fucking guitar. It sounded like fucking a gargoyle screeching on social media about how I'm cancer to the community. That's what it sounded like. So he's on the fucking table, and he released the hold, did Boogs. He starts yelling at Humberto, and Nakamura ran over and tripped up Humberto and slammed Humberto through the table at ringside. The guitar goes flying, and Humberto's covered in all this Thanksgiving leftover food. Angel takes advantage. Angel Garza takes advantage, and he does the wing clipper to Boogs. 1, 2, 3. And Angel Garza wins the match. Can we get something a little bit more creative for the Los Lotharios team? Or is this going to be another mid-card comedy act that's going nowhere in the tag team ranks? Sure, the Usos need competition, right? Seems like the Bloodline up and down has this same fucking problem. No competition. WWE doesn't want to build up new fucking talent. Garza wins with the wing clipper. Charlotte Flair, she walked to the ring. Michael Cole was in the ring interviewing Charlotte Flair. He asked if she's disappointed in her loss to Becky Lynch on Sunday. She said she's not disappointed in herself. She's disappointed in bad refereeing. I'm disappointed that you're the women's champion, Charlotte. I am. I'm disappointed that you continue to utilize that terrible moonsault every single match you have. Can we switch it up? Can you go to the Spanish Fly and get rid of the moonsault? Every time you do it, it's fucking worse and worse. She said Greensboro, North Carolina saw it. She said Becky could only win by cheating. Charlotte said Becky got a hollow victory. She said the match proved Becky is everything she ever said she was, and she's the better woman. She said Becky's success is because of her. Colin asks what's in her future on SmackDown as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte said Becky pretended to be big-time Bex on Raw, which she called Fantasyland, but she's still the most dominant woman in sports entertainment. Toni Storm's music hits. It's very, very loud. By the way, her new theme song is terrible. I don't know what happened to the old theme song that they had for her. I don't know why they continue to rewrite themes and make them worse for these men and women. So Toni Storm comes out. Music is blasting on the PA system, and she's trying to speak into the microphone. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if she was early on the microphone. I don't know if they were late cutting her music. I don't know. I missed the first 5 seconds of what she said tonight. So she comes out. She called it last week when she said Charlotte's obsession with Becky Lynch made her vulnerable. She said next, Charlotte's going to come after her because she's daring enough to go after her. Then she got in the ring and she figured she would make it easy on her. I'm right here, Charlotte. Charlotte stood there and smiled. Oh, that's cute, Toni. That's cute. You thought I was coming after you. I barely know you exist, says Charlotte Flair. She said there's a reason she wipes her boots on the apron every time she steps into the ring. She says there are different levels to this, and she's on a different level. So she's complaining about Toni not wiping her feet as she enters the ring. She then took a swipe at Toni. She clotheslined Toni or missed a clothesline from Toni. Toni ducked, threw Charlotte to ringside. Charlotte then landed on her feet. She did one of these deals with her hand, saying, come on, bitch, come and get me. Toni Storm follows, and Charlotte picks up. There was another fucking table of food. Apparently, Titus had these pies that were baked, and Dana did such a terrible job on these fucking pies that they brought them out for this segment. Titus says, I gotta get rid of them. Nobody's gonna eat this shit. So they brought these pies out. There's another table full of Thanksgiving leftovers just standing around. Charlotte picks up one of these pies. As soon as Toni goes outside, she throws a pie in Toni Storm's face. Toni's got white pie all over her face. You guys see it in the thumbnail. Just look at my thumbnail. That was Toni Storm at the end of this segment. Toni Storm turns around. Charlotte picks up another pie. Toni then faces Charlotte again. A second pie right to the face. Toni Storm got 2 pies right in her face, and Charlotte walks off laughing. Now, what I said about Ridge Holland, I'm sure you guys, everybody here, agrees with what I have to say about Ridge Holland, right? Can someone in creative tell me, please, what the thought process was behind this? I love to know. I would absolutely love to know what happened during the writing of this segment and who thought this was a good idea. How does anybody look at this and look at Toni Storm as somebody that is legit to challenge Charlotte Flair? Aren't we in the business Aren't we in the business of building new stars? Aaliyah is a waste. She'll be released in less than a year. Ridge Holland, he already lost in his debut match after sitting on the bench for 7 weeks. Hit Row got released. Xia Li, forget about it, man. You think Xia Li's coming in to do anything on this fucking show? Give me a fucking break, man. Xia Li is about to be buried with a capital B. Now we got Toni Storm. Shotzi isn't doing much of anything either. She wasn't even on the fucking show tonight. Now we got Toni Storm, somebody who is legitimately good enough to bring any one of these women to a fucking 5-star match. Somebody in Toni Storm that could lead this division as the top babyface on any brand. You got Toni Storm blessing your women's roster, and you decide to make her into a pushover, and you decide to make her into a fucking coward by having her fucking cream pied tonight on SmackDown. If the wrestling audience wants to go fucking look at cream pie, all they have to do is go on fucking Pornhub or fucking X videos or any of these fucking sites, okay? No, but you want to fucking deliver cream pies on Tony's face on SmackDown. I don't see how this is getting over new talent. Who's going to take Toni Storm to be a legitimate threat and a contender to Charlotte Flair in the SmackDown Women's Championship? Who? Toni Storm wants to act all tough. She wants to sound all tough. She wants to come after Charlotte Flair. She wants to step up to Charlotte Flair. But then when Charlotte Flair throws a fucking pie in her face, then she doesn't want to do anything. If anything, that should have enraged Toni Storm to a fucking point where she rips the fucking plastic off of Charlotte Flair. Give me a fucking break. I don't get the neglect on fucking talent that is brand new, that hasn't been given an opportunity. Toni Storm's been on this roster for 3.5 months now. The extent of her being embarrassed tonight is her highlight. Is that all right to you? I said it once. I'm going to say it again. Toni Storm is a Paul Levesque gal. She will be gone. I don't give a shit how good she is. And WWE clearly doesn't give a shit how good she is either. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Everything you want, everything you need in the demo, in the youth movement, in getting the guys to watch the fucking show, you have in Toni Storm. Why is this woman not at the fucking forefront of this division? That's what I want to know. What? Is she not plastic enough for you, Bruce? Is she not spray tanned enough for you? What? Does she need fucking extra large double D's for quadruple D? What does she need? What does she need? I don't get it. I feel terrible for the entire women's roster. I do. Monday Night Raw's women's roster is horrific. Horrific. SmackDown is not, it's not good. It's on the same level as Monday Night Raw. WWE is the worst women's division in wrestling. You can name me all the names you want. It's the writing that takes precedent over everything. And the writing is fucking terrible. Terrible. Toni Storm will be gone in less than a year. Why did she get pie thrown in her face? Because WWE gets a kick. Ha 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 ha! She's a Paul Levesque girl. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, we'll throw a pie in her fucking face. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, we'll cream pie her on SmackDown. Fucking disgusting. Sasha Banks was backstage. She accused Sonya Deville of sabotaging her by giving her a team full of traitors at Survivor Series. She said her teammates screwed her over and Sonya picked the team, so it's her fault. She said as captain, she should have picked her own teammates. She asked Sonya Deville what her problem is with Naomi. Deville told her to watch her tone. She also said she doesn't have an issue with Naomi. She asked if she's jealous of her and the fact that she's a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion while she's been downgraded to a suit. Deville says, well, if I was downgraded to a suit, that makes me the boss. And she booked Sasha in a tag team match with Naomi against Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Sasha then said, great, it's on. We got another Xia Li comic book style vignette. This time she says she still remembers a bully in school whose mouth was scrunched into a growl, picking on her brother for weeks with a relentless assault. She said her quiet, kind, pacifist brother was too good for this violent world. I hate vultures, she says. Their confidence grows like mold on dirty dishes. If you let it, they will suffocate your spirit. Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon suffocate my fucking spirit with shows like this every fucking week. I know what you're talking about. She then appeared in person and said she is the protector and defender of those who are wronged. I don't fear the wicked. I fight them. Oh, great. We got another fucking comic book superhero coming to life. Yeah, great job there, Bruce. Great job there, Bruce. Yeah, because Nikki Trash got over so well, right? Yeah, Xia Li's gonna get over so well on SmackDown, right? With what? With who's writing? Yours? Yes, please. Let me get excited about somebody that's gonna fucking lose their debut match. Give me a fucking break. There's nothing to be excited about in the women's division. They'll start off hot, she'll win a couple of matches, and then they'll get bored. Same old song and dance. Oh, she don't speak English. Oh, she don't look like a Barbie doll. Oh, she needs plastic. Oh, she needs bigger tits. Oh, she needs a bigger ass. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break with this manufactured bullshit, bro. Seriously. They'll grow tired of her in about 6 weeks, and then goodbye. Goodbye. By the Royal Rumble should be a fucking afterthought. People power. Divas. It's exactly what they want. Yeah, I'm sure Xia Li fits that to a T, right, Johnny? Right? Sasha Banks and Naomi. They went against Natalya and Shayna Baszler. This match was about 10 minutes. Nothing really all that exciting here. I mean, what do you want from me? Heels have the early advantage. Baszler rocked Naomi. Baszler and Natalya, by the way, did not get ring entrances. Sasha Banks and Naomi got ring entrances. So the heels had the advantage. Naomi fought back, caught Natalya with a drop kick. She sent Natalya to the floor. Natalya took over, slammed Naomi on the floor. Baszler then took Naomi with a hard kick. Baszler started to attack Naomi from behind when Banks ran in, hit a backstabber on Baszler. We got a commercial break, and Naomi attempted to tag, but Baszler knocked Banks off the ring apron. Baszler took over, slowed the pace down. Naomi tried fighting back, but the heels regained control here. Naomi hit a springboard, split-legged double stunner on Baszler and Natalya. Naomi went for the tag. Baszler once again pulled Banks off the apron. Baszler beat down Banks. Banks fought back, hit a Meteora on Baszler on the outside against the barricade. Natalya regained control, hit a discus lariat for a near fall. Naomi ended up on the apron, hung Natalya up on the top rope. She then hit a sunset flip on Natalya for the 1-2-3. And that was it. After the match, Naomi got in Deville's face, but Deville kept sarcastically clapping along. That's pretty much it. Everybody wonders, when is the storyline with Naomi and Sonya Deville on SmackDown going to end? It's a good question. I don't even think WWE knows what the end of this storyline is. What is the end? It is dragging so many weeks now. What is the end goal here? Is the end goal to get Naomi a big win over Sonya Deville and Sonya Deville back in action? What's going to happen? Does this lead to Naomi getting a title shot against Charlotte and Sonya Deville screwing her out of a title shot? What's the problem here? What is the issue here? Nobody knows what Sonya Deville's problem with Naomi is, and there's no end in sight. There's no ending in sight to this. And that's because WWE doesn't know the ending to this. I, myself, along with many others, are over it. We are well beyond our expiration point for this storyline. End it and move on. I don't care anymore. In the back, the wrestlers all walked up to the wall in the locker room, and they looked at the list, the line sheet of all the names in the Battle Royal. They were all celebrating when they saw their name. When McIntyre walked up to them, he didn't see his name on the list, and Sheamus told him, listen, fella, you didn't make the cut. And Drew McIntyre was angry. Drew McIntyre was not in this Battle Royal, and you know why. Drew McIntyre, if he's in the Battle Royal, that means that Drew McIntyre would have to win the Battle Royal, and WWE is not ready for Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at this stage. That's why Drew McIntyre was not in the Battle Royal, which only proves my point at the beginning of the show. Why don't we go in a different direction to come up with a fucking contender for a goddamn Universal title shot? It's fucking stupid. This is what the King of the Ring should be used for. This is exactly what the King of the Ring should have been used for. You should have booked the King of the Ring tournament with this very moment in mind. You put however many people. You could have did 16 from SmackDown and 16 from Raw. You could have had a major King of the Ring tournament lead up through Survivor Series, lead up until the day one pay-per-view where a SmackDown guy wins the tournament. You could have focused on long-term booking. You could have thought then what you wanted to do now, have a SmackDown guy win the tournament and have that guy challenge Roman Reigns when Survivor Series was all over. But what the fuck do I know? What do I know? I'm only sitting in my mother's basement, says the fucking online virgin. What do I know? Now, but we get a Battle Royal with fucking Shanky and Jinder Mahal in it. Eric and Ivar of the Viking Raiders. Mansoor. Mace. You fucking serious? Sami Zayn made his entrance first. And we got everybody in the Battle Royal after commercial break. The Battle Royal participants are as follows. Sami, Sheamus, Jinder Mahal, Drew Gulak, Angel Garza, Humberto. Korea. Ricochet. Cesaro. Ridge Holland. Mansoor. The Viking Raiders. Madcap Moss. Happy Corbin. Boogs. Shanky. Jeff Hardy. And Mace. Yes, because Madcap Moss is going to win the Battle Royal and wrestle Roman Reigns, right? Shanky is going to wrestle Roman Reigns. Rick Boogs is going to wrestle Roman Reigns, right? Mansoor, Drew Gulak, Humberto Carrillo is going to wrestle fucking Roman Reigns, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. Is this the extent of your fucking effort? Is this the extent? This is where it ends, right? This is where it all ends, Bruce. No effort. No effort. I have more effort in fucking shitting every morning than you do writing this fucking show. What do you want me to go over here? You want me to go over every elimination? It came down to Sheamus, Corbin, Hardy in the ring. Sami was on the outside. He got thrown through the ropes. So, Hardy hit Corbin with the twist of fate. Corbin and Sheamus began shoving each other. Corbin eliminated Sheamus. Hardy tossed Corbin over the ropes. Just a couple of seconds after that, Hardy thought he won the Battle Royal. Sami Zayn was thrown through the ropes. Everybody seemingly forgot about Sami Zayn. So Jeff Hardy's on the top rope celebrating. Sami Zayn pushes him off. Sami Zayn wins the Battle Royal. And Sami Zayn is the number one contender for Roman Reigns and the Universal Championship. Kayla Braxton's in the ring. She congratulated Sami. She said she was just given breaking news. She said the suspension has been lifted and Brock would appear on SmackDown next week. Sami didn't like his moment being overshadowed. So then they cut to Adam Pearce, who was obviously scared for his life at this point. Then they cut to Roman Reigns, Heyman, and the Usos laughing. They were laughing. And that's the way the show, that's the way SmackDown went off the air. This show is fucking terrible. This show is absolutely a disaster to sit through. It really is. I don't know how you guys enjoy this shit, man. I really don't. SmackDown is probably on par with Monday Night Raw. Anyway, guys, we're going to go over the AEW Rampage show that was tonight. In just a second. I want to check the chat. We got 2,100 in the venue tonight, guys. I appreciate you all very much. We got 844 likes. Continue to hit that thumbs up, guys. Please hit that thumbs up. We got almost 2,100. There should be at least 1,000. So if you guys have entered the venue, if you guys have joined the live stream and have not hit the thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate you do that right now. Continue to get those super chats in. We're going to hang out at the end of the show, so it will almost be last call. And tonight's show is sponsored by my great friends over at Geology, man. It's geology.com. What the hell is Geology, you may be asking? Geology is a 6-time award-winning men's skincare company recognized in Men's Health, Esquire, and Ask Men Grooming Awards. Geology creates a simple, effective skincare routine customized just for you with ingredients that are proven to work and formulated for daily use. And the product set is great for both individuals new to skincare and seasoned skincare veterans. Geology skincare is built around just a handful of powerful, proven ingredients that have been trusted by dermatologists for decades. It fights acne, it reduces oiliness, it prevents wrinkles, and it combats dark or puffy under eyes, man. All you guys got to do is go to geology.com. You take their 30-second diagnostic quiz, and with a few clicks, you tell them about your skin, your goals, what you want, and their team of dermatologists will design a regimen just for you that is shipped directly to your door. It is that simple. Now, I love the face wash. I use the face wash in the morning and at night, and I love it. It smells great. It feels great on my skin. And I don't usually use a lot of face washes, man. I don't use face wash at all, really. But I've been using this, and this is going to be a part of my everyday routine. I'm telling you right now, man. There's nothing on this show that I promote that I don't use. And they've been with me for a couple of months now, and I've been using it every day, man. This is legit, okay? You got the everyday face wash, the Vital Morning Cream, the Repairing Night Cream, and the Nourishing Eye Cream as well. So all you guys have to do is go to geology.com, take their free skincare quiz, up to 50% off you guys are going to get on your 30-day trial. That's it. Click the link I provided down below. It's going to save you 50% on your 30-day trial, and I want to thank them once again for sponsoring Off the Scripts right here for the SmackDown and AEW Rampage post-show on your Friday night. So thank you to them, man. AEW Rampage started off with Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler, Yuta. AEW has had some really, really good tag team matches to start Rampage off. Or end Rampage, for that matter. This was one of them. We got one last week with Adam Cole and Bobby Fish versus Jurassic Express. So this one was just as good. A little comedic in the beginning, but just as good. Adam Cole got his own entrance with Bobby Fish. He came down to Adam Cole's theme music. Obviously, the more popular of the theme music. Adam Cole did his bay, his boom. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see Adam Cole and Bobby Fish together on AEW television. I don't know what you guys think, man. It brings back those nostalgic moments that we all cherished from the Triple H era of NXT. It's good seeing these guys together, man, because when we last saw them together, things were right. Things were right in WWE. Now, Triple H somewhere is crying a river because his boys in Undisputed Era are on AEW Rampage. So, we go to the beginning of the match here. Fish hit a neck breaker on Yuta. He got caught in the middle rope. We go to a commercial break. Yuta dumped Cole on the floor after the commercial break. Hit Fish with an enziguri. Yuta almost got the tag to Orange Cassidy. Adam Cole pulled Cassidy to the floor. Yuta caught both of his opponents with elbows and a middle rope dropkick, then tagged in Cassidy. He got his hands in his pockets. There was this big deal in the beginning of the match where Adam Cole did not allow Orange Cassidy to get his hands in his pockets. He eventually got his hands in his pockets. Cassidy hit both Bobby Fish and Adam Cole with a dropkick, then sent Cole and Fish down to the floor with a double Hurricane Rana. Cassidy came through the ropes with a tope suicida. Yuta came off the top rope with a crossbody to the floor. We're back in the ring now. Yuta hit a frog splash. Adam Cole nearly got defeated by Wheeler Yuta. That was a close 2.5. Orange Cassidy hit a Slumdog Stunner. And then Yuta followed up with a German suplex, and Cassidy finished the sequence with a jackknife cover for a very close near fall. Bobby Fish came back with an exploder. Adam Cole followed with a knee strike. Fish locked in a knee bar on Orange Cassidy. Yuta broke that up. Cassidy hit beach break on Cole. Fish came back with an exploder on Orange Cassidy. Yuta got the tag. Yuta came in, hit an angle slam on Fish for a near fall. Yuta went to the top rope, but Cole knocked him off and crotched him on the top rope. Adam Cole whipped Cassidy into the ring steps on the outside, took him out of the match. So Bobby Fish goes up top and delivers a beautiful top rope avalanche Falcon's Arrow on Wheeler Yuta. Devastating. Yuta took one hell of a flat back bump on that one. 1, 2, 3. And Wheeler Yuta was pinned by Bobby Fish. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff for Rampage, man. Tony Schiavone interviewed Tony Nese. There's a TNT Championship match in Tony Nese's future. Nese challenged Sammy Guevara for the TNT title. Guevara showed up to accept the challenge. He said, "Here's another guy who walks in here asking for shit, and he hasn't done a fucking thing in AEW." Tony Nese was mouthing off at Sammy Guevara, and he went on about how he deserves it and how he's obviously seen some flaws in Sammy's game. So Sammy took offense to this. "Listen, motherfucker, you want to fight me? Who the fuck are you talking to me? You haven't done jack shit here." So then Tony Nese is like, whoa. And Sammy's like, "Well, keep that same energy here, buddy. I challenge you to a TNT Championship match next week." They shook hands. We got the match signed. Should be one hell of a fucking match. Tony Nese for Sammy Guevara. Sign me up. Sign me up. FTR then challenged the Lucha Brothers on Dynamite to a 2 out of 3 falls match for the AEW Tag Team titles. Again, sign me up. Sounds like something I want to be a part of. Two of the best tag teams on the planet, FTR and the Lucha Brothers. Riho versus Dr. Britt Baker. This is a Black Friday deal match. Now, if this was WWE, they'd be throwing Best Buy gift cards at them. They'd have fucking Macy's, jewelry all around ringside. This would be one big clusterfuck of a WWE match if this was on SmackDown. We got a Black Friday deal match. The deal is, if Riho beats Dr. Britt Baker here in a non-title match, she gets a future women's championship opportunity. The match itself was very good. Hayter was out there with Britt Baker. Jamie Hayter, if you guys recall on Dynamite, she walked away after Britt Baker inadvertently kicked her in the face, costing her quarterfinal or semifinal match, I should say. Or it was it was a quarterfinal match. Quarterfinal match with Thunder Rosa. So Britt Baker super kicked Hayter in her match with Thunder Rosa. Now Thunder Rosa is in the semifinals against Jade Cargill. So Hayter was out there. She did not look happy to be there, but she was there. Still angry about losing to Thunder Rosa. Baker went for the lockjaw early on, but she escaped. And Baker went to go stomp Riho. Well, Riho escaped, and Baker went to go stomp her. Baker distracted the referee. Hayter and Rebel choked Riho against the ropes. Riho then started to make a slight babyface comeback with a pair of drop kicks that sent Baker to the floor. Riho then hit a beautiful top rope crossbody on Britt Baker and Rebel to the outside. Back in the ring we go now. Baker caught Riho charging, sent her head first into the middle turnbuckle. Baker hit a sling blade. I wonder where she got that one from, Bay. Baker hit a sling blade for a near fall. And they did mention on commentary that Britt Baker has not beaten Riho in a one-on-one match. So I like the fact that they called that out. It's no excuse for Britt Baker to lose a non-title match, but I like the fact that they called that out. It doesn't ease the pain, but I like the fact that they called that out. That's a big statistic. So Riho hit a head scissors and a charging knee into the corner on Britt. Baker responded with a suplex into the corner and then went for an air raid crash, but Riho slipped out, planted Baker with a dragon suplex, went for a cover, got a near fall. Baker hit the air raid crash on the second try. She got a near fall. Riho came back with a Northern Lights suplex. She went for a cover. She got a 2 count. Then she followed up with a double foot stomp that looked very weak off the top rope for another near fall. Baker went for a fisherman's neck breaker, but Riho slipped out and cradled Baker out of nowhere for the pinfall. I'm not a fan of Britt Baker losing in a non-title match. But I don't want to make excuses. I'm giving you guys the logistics of the situation here, okay? This is the reason why Britt Baker lost. And the reason why Britt Baker lost is because Tony Khan has everybody tied up in this TBS Women's Championship tournament. And the only ones that are readily available right now are Anna Jay, Tay Conti, Serena Deeb, who's in a feud with Hikaru Shida, and Riho. Everybody else is in the tournament. Now, you can't give a loser in the tournament a shot at the AEW Women's Championship match. That doesn't make sense. Deeb is in a feud with Shida. She just beat Baker, did Tay Conti. She just beat Tay Conti at the Full Gear pay-per-view. There's nobody else. Riho was the only other credible name. But I don't know why we needed this to happen tonight. Did we need Britt to lose? There was a way out of this. Britt Baker didn't need to wrestle tonight. She's the champion. If she has no competition, that's on management to find her competition. If WWE did this, I'd be shitting all over it, which I usually do. I don't want to completely shit on AEW, but I also don't want to come off as a shill either. It's not right. All Riho needed to do, all Tony Khan needed to do was book Riho to win matches. Take someone from the TBS title tournament and have them wrestle Riho. Have Riho win. Have Riho win some consecutive matches, back to back to back. Have her win. Then when we get to Battle of the Belts, then Britt Baker has an opportunity to beat Riho without losing a non-title match. I don't understand why we need to go and beat a champion in a non-title match. Now, is Britt Baker at a point where she's bulletproof? No, she's not. She's not. There are kinks in that armor. But I don't want to see her lose as champion. This was not the right decision to make. And the only reason why Riho won is because it was the easiest way for Tony Khan to pencil in a challenger for Britt Baker when he needs a major women's championship match at a Winter is Coming, at a Clash, or a Battle of the Belts, I should say. Can't be Clash of Champions. WWE owns that. Battle of the Belts. It's weak, it's lame, it's lazy. AEW is better than that. AEW creatively is better than that. I'm sure when Jesse's back on the show Wednesday, he will probably say the same exact thing. I knew it was going to happen. I said it. I said it on Wednesday when I was here solo live on the Wednesday Night Dynamite. I said, I don't want to see Britt Baker lose, but I also would not be surprised to see Britt Baker lose because Tony Khan needs a number one contender, and right now he doesn't have anything. Tony Khan should be planning on how to make this women's division better. Bring in an Ember Moon. Bring in a Chelsea Green. Bring in a Tegan Nox. Ember Moon and Tegan Nox need to be on the top of the priority list, or whatever her fucking name is. Nixon Newell was her independent name. Who else is out there that's a free agent in women's wrestling? Who? That you guys would be interested in seeing. That's ready to go at a main event level. Who else is there? Tegan Nox, easy. Ember Moon, easy. He's got to do something to fix this problem. If he had more women on the roster, if he had more legit Thunder Rosas, if he had more legit Britt Bakers on the roster, this wouldn't be a situation at all. Taya Valkyrie, Mia Yim. Thank you, chat. Taya Valkyrie, Mia Yim, go out and sign them. You have unlimited resources. Everybody's asking for a better women's division. You sign these 4 women, your women's division is the best in the United States. Bar none. Don't give me another situation where your champions are losing non-title matches. We are better than that. I don't want to see it happen to Britt. I don't want to see it happen to the Lucha Brothers. I don't want to see it happen to Sammy. I don't want to see it happen to Hangman. I don't want to see it happen to anybody. It happens too often to a Nakamura. It happened too often this year with Apollo Crews. When did he ever win a match as IC champion? I don't want to see it happen to Damian Priest. I don't want to see it happen to Big E. I don't want to see it happen to anybody. Do better. Dynamite. Cody Rhodes versus Andrade El Idolo in a Atlanta street fight. Should be great. Quarterfinal TBS title tournament match. Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander. That should be great. Bryan Danielson versus Alan Angels. And Billy and Colton Gunn versus Sting and Darby Allin. Rampage next Friday. TNT title, Sammy Guevara versus Tony Nese. And, the 2 out of 3 falls match is happening on Rampage. We only got 2 matches. I thought that was happening on Dynamite. Why are we getting Billy and Colton Gunn versus Sting and Darby Allin on Dynamite, but we're getting that tag team title match, 2 out of 3 falls on Rampage? Unbelievable. I guess they want more eyes on Rampage. You know, there was a news article I seen today that was absolutely ridiculous. They said, Tony Khan is trying to get people to watch Rampage because they know the ratings aren't where they want them to be. And it's not a ratings draw. Rampage is just not a ratings draw. Friday night, to me, honestly, I'm being honest with you guys, Friday night to me is the worst night to review wrestling. I hate it. Most Fridays, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to waste my Friday night talking about this shit. But here I am. Tony Khan, he knows the ratings are not where they're supposed to be. And his idea to get people to start watching Rampage is to announce Dynamite's card on Rampage. He's going to announce Dynamite's card. They've been announcing Dynamite's card for the following week on Dynamite. They stopped doing that. Now you watch Dynamite on Wednesday. Oh, Tony Khan's going to make announcements for Dynamite on Rampage Friday. That's going to get me to watch Rampage? I have to watch Rampage because it's part of my shtick. But if I'm a viewer I'm not going to watch Rampage because of that. I'm just going to go online and see what the fucking Dynamite match lineup is for next week. That's not going to get people to watch the show. Well, let's be real. Rampage is not a ratings draw. Rampage is on a terrible night at a terrible time slot. And you don't book the show like you book Dynamite. It's just a better extension of AEW Dark. That's all it is. With major players. Until that becomes the true SmackDown of AEW, nobody's going to watch it. Until that show is moved to a Tuesday night or Thursday night at a normal time slot, nobody is going to watch it. That's just the way it's going to be until things change. Plus, it's taped. How many times have I expressed this to you? It's a taped fucking show. More people will be interested in watching it live when they don't have the spoilers readily available to them from a fucking website. It needs to be live. Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m., whatever day you want to put it on, 8 p.m., live. Live! Enough of this taped shit. Friday at 10 p.m. Give me a break. Main event. Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia with 2.0 in his corner. This was a good match. Eddie Kingston's been really churning him out the last couple of months, man. He's been on fire as Eddie Kingston. Garcia, you know, he's known as a technical wrestler. He tried to slug it out with Mr. Kingston, and that did not go very well for him. The 2.0 guys pulled Garcia to the floor, and Kingston took them both out. Kingston went back into the ring. Garcia caught him with a kick and took control. Tried to whip Kingston out of the corner, but Kingston overpowered him with some chops, poked him in the eye. Kingston hit a knee off the middle rope, started selling his knee. Garcia came back with a double chop to the throats. Started going after Kingston's leg, working on the leg and making that the story of the match. Kingston bit Garcia, threw him face first out of the ring. We got a picture-in-picture. Garcia's back in control here, stomped away at Kingston, controlling him via submissions. Garcia tried to whip Kingston into the turnbuckle. Kingston's knees gave out. Garcia then walked into an exploded suplex. Garcia went for a knee bar. Kingston made it to the ropes. Garcia worked on his leg, got a cover. Kingston rolled out of it, found a way to powerbomb Garcia. Kingston then went for a half-and-half suplex. Garcia countered into another heel hook. He kept going at Kingston with some stiff shots. And Kingston caught Garcia with another half-and-half suplex. Garcia kept going to the ropes, and whenever he was in trouble, he just kept going to the ropes. Both guys exchanged strikes back and forth. Kingston hit an enziguri. Garcia came back with a lariat. Both guys did a double down. Garcia dropped to a knee. And he delivered a knee to a Kingston. And Kingston came back with a slap. Garcia went for a pile driver. Kingston hit a Saito suplex. Went for a spinning back fix. Garcia ducked, and Kingston hit a Saito suplex on the second try. Kingston got the 1-2-3. And after the match, 2.0 jumped Eddie Kingston. Chris Jericho was on commentary, left the commentary desk, made the save. Jericho was already annoyed with 2.0 on Dynamite, so he made the save on Eddie Kingston here. Kingston didn't look all too happy with Jericho. Then again, you know, Kingston really never looks happy. He's like me. You know, good match. Daniel Garcia is very good at what he does. I don't want to take anything away from him. Very young. Eddie Kingston's been on fire. But, you know, a lot of people are making fun of Rampage about the ratings. It's not a rating show. Tony Khan doesn't book it to generate a rating. It's not going to generate a rating at 10 p.m. But I will tell you this, man. SmackDown is becoming as insufferable as Raw, and Rampage continues to be booked like a B show. If I wasn't doing this show, I would not watch Rampage. I wouldn't. I'd watch it on Saturday or Sunday in one sitting on wherever, on the internet. If I could find it, I'd DVR it, and I'd skim through the commercials. I don't need to sit there for an hour. I'd watch it and digest it in 35 minutes. 40 minutes. Friday night to me is not a fun night of pro wrestling anymore. SmackDown is utter garbage. And Rampage is a B-level show. There's nothing exciting that's happening on Rampage. There's nothing to make you jump out of your seat about Rampage. You're not going to stop what you're doing. You're not going to skip on going to the bar with your friends. You're not going to skip a date. Maybe you will. Who the fuck knows? People are weird. You're not going to skip personal time with your girlfriend or your family or game night with the guys to watch Rampage. You're not. I know I wouldn't. I'm here, I do it, and it's my job. And you guys expect it. You guys need it. You guys want it. But Friday night is a terrible night for pro wrestling. And it all starts with SmackDown. It's trash. I can't stand it. I actually enjoy shitting on Monday Night Raw every Monday live than watching SmackDown and Rampage on Friday. I find more enjoyment in Monday and in the Monday stream than I do Friday. Friday is just, I don't care. At the end of the week, I'm done. And they're not giving us any reason to be excited. It's just another week. Another week of ho-hum, run-of-the-mill pro wrestling that's not really important. And if you missed it, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? You missed nothing. That's my SmackDown review. We're going to go over the Super Chats now. Get those Super Chats in, guys. It's the last call at the bar. Get them in. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, man. We are very, very close to 1,000. 963 likes, I see. Make sure you guys go and check the like button out. Click it. It turns blue. Let's get it to 1,000, guys. So if you're in the chat and have not hit the thumbs up, please do that. Continue to hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Hit that join button. Become a member right here on the podcast. A VIP member. Emotes and badges will be yours once you sign up. And make sure you guys go check out my sponsor for today's show, man. Geology.com. Thank you to them, as always. And follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. That's on Twitter and Instagram. I appreciate you guys very, very much, man. Let's get into the Super Chats here tonight. I'm trying to get into my YouTube studio here for the Super Chats. We're going to start at the top. Tony Brown with a $4.99 Super Chat from Tony Brown. Thank you, Tony Brown. Sasha, move over. Tony is bringing the booty meat. Well, at least until Bailey comes back. So rock the mic, JD. OTS for life. Thank you, Tony Brown. Everybody's a fan of Tony's assets. That much is very well known. Michelle Moran with a $7 Super Chat. 1-5 and 1-2. Sammy Roman program would have been fun, but it looks like we may not get it. Brock coming back next Friday. Smells like desperation. Sting Darby versus Gun Club hopefully ends this feud. I hope so as well. Yeah, I don't think Sammy's getting the title shot. Then why do the Battle Royal? ECW Hardcore 07 with a $5 Super Chat. JD, you making fun of Emos was the funniest shit ever on your Raw review. Keep up the good work. You always make me have a good laugh. ECW, thank you, bro. It's not Emos, it's Omos. And Omos is on Raw. We don't do Omos on Friday night. Satan's Little Helper with a $5 Super Chat. You got to pay me to watch SmackDown. I don't got to pay you to do anything, man. You got to pay me to fucking watch SmackDown nowadays. This shit is fucking terrible, bro. What an awful fucking show. Micah with a $1.99 Super Chat. Exited for SmackDown next week in San Antonio. I'll be there. I think you meant excited for SmackDown next week. Michael, why are you excited for SmackDown? I'd love to know why you're excited for SmackDown next week, bro. You do realize that SmackDown is now Monday Night Raw in its worst iteration. Nobody wants to be Monday Night Raw, man. Thank you guys for the super chats. Continue to get them on in. JPA545 with a $20 super chat. The opening is amazing. Good work. Thank you. Anybody that calls me a Dr. Disrespect ripoff is getting benched for life. So, that's your warning. It looks nothing like Doc's. Nothing. Negan, the Savior, Smith. With a $4.99 super chat. One of these days, I may be guiding a horde of walkers into Stamford Titan Tower. And I'm also smashing Vince and Bruce's head with my beautiful Lucille. Yo, listen, Negan. Comment of the evening, bro. Comment of the evening. You got a free round on me, bro. If you're going to lead a horde of walkers into Stamford, bro, I need to be your second in command. We got a $1.99 super chat from Nick Khan. Titus made me delicious turkey soup. He is safe. Bro, Titus is not getting fired, bro. Titus O'Neil is not getting fired from WWE. Titus is as rock solid there as Roman Reigns. Lacey Howard, Doc does not think so. Doc said nothing. Doc has not seen it anyway. And who's to say nobody else can have that design, man? Really? I'm wrestling, that's video games. I got a different vibe. I'm heavy metal, he's retro 80s. He wears a wig, I don't. He wears glasses, I don't. Yeezus with a $9.99 super chat. Not a fan of the ending of that Britt Riho match, but given the story and lack of contenders for Britt, I ain't that upset about it. I trust that TK will make these types of outcomes very rare. Yeah, Yeezus, yes, he will. He will make them very rare, but he needs to fix the current problem so that we don't run into this situation again. Myron Kidd with a $2 super chat. NXT 2.0 is the best WWE show right now. Damn. It is. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. Dickens Dumont with a $20 super chat. JD, what's up, brother? I just wanted to tell you that you are right and have always going to support what you do. The best in the IWC, and AEW Rampage on 1 hour was way better than everything WWE did the whole week. I don't know, man. Rampage isn't doing it for me anymore, bro. Rampage is not doing it for me. But thank you for your compliments, Dickens. I appreciate you and your $20, brother. Thank you. JPA 545 re-ups for 5 months. Thank you, brother. 5 months of goon, well worth it. Love your content. I appreciate you, man. Jericho 8131 with a $10 super chat. The number one contenders are jokes. Liv Morgan is a crybaby because Becky hurt her feelings And Toni let Charbot pie her in the face twice. But WWE wonders why nobody takes the women seriously. You're right on that, Jericho. What they did to Liv Morgan was fucking terrible. Ease us with another $9.99 super chat. For the past 2 years, TK's been building an amazing tag team division and male roster. I hope starting next year, improving the women's division becomes a top priority on his list. He knows. He knows. Philip Newton with a $4.99 super chat. With the current releases in WWE, I have a feeling that AEW women's division will get better. I trust Toni more than I trust Bruce. Listen, Bruce cannot be trusted. Trust and Bruce do not go in the same sentence. Crow Matt with the Canadian $10. Hey JD, what do you think of the AEW upcoming game? Looks like No Mercy, and it's going to have a good roster. I can't wait. Owen Hart is in it. JD, you can book a better WWE. I know I can. And I'm very excited about that AEW game, man. That's going to be a major thing on my second gaming channel. So you guys better be subscribed right now. You guys better be subscribed to that gaming channel, man. Link is down below in the description. There's a bunch of fun stuff for you guys down there, man. I don't fill it just because it takes up my time. It's all for you guys to find out what I'm doing and where I am and who's sponsoring the show and give you direction on where to go to find me. Level 20 Factotum. 5 plates, you meant. Bruce ate 5 plates. Yes, Bruce is a slob. We've come to know this. Yes. Thank you, Factotum. Theo with a $4.99 super chat. JD, I love your show. I just hate when Charlotte is on my TV every Friday night. Crickets. Yeah, Charlotte's terrible. Brian Jaffe with a $5 super chat. Ridge losing his first match is no big deal. Cross lost his debut match in 90 seconds and he recovered just fine. I see what you did there, bro. You're a fucking comedian, man. I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you for $5 super chat, man. Mr. Cake with a 12-month membership, bro. Oh, my goodness. You re-up for 12 months. Proud to be here for 12 months. This week has been great. I reconnected with my BFF. And now I get to watch you rip apart SmackDown. I feel for Juice tonight. Yeah, Juice is a lucky man, bro. Juice is a lucky motherfucker, bro. Johnny Laurinaitis, people power. Who is Xia Li? Do I know her? Is she blonde? No, Johnny. Go back to the old age home, Johnny. Uncle Pyro with a $4.99 super chat. Hi, JD. Glad to be back. Happy Thanksgiving. This year, I'm thankful to have someone strong enough to watch this garbage for us. Hashtag this show sucks. OTS for life. Thank you, Uncle Pyro. Magician Sapphire with the $10 super chat. What's up, bro? So we have pies in the face, comic book cartoons, and Drew swinging his sword around like Conan. Are we watching SmackDown or Saturday morning cartoons? You know, man, I wonder how much influence Nick Khan, how much of that Nick Khan influence we're seeing on the show, man. I really don't like what we're seeing. I don't like what we're seeing right now, bro. Anthony Olivares with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Anthony. Hey, yo. Hit them thumbs up, OTS fam. I have to agree with Anthony there, man. We just got 1,000 likes. I appreciate you guys for the 1,000 likes. The Undertaker with 2 $5 super chats. Hula Grim, you best watch who you bench for comments they don't even make. I make you famous, says The Undertaker. And then he says, may have had a bit to drink before that Omos comment. Damn near filmed Brock going down on Sable while stumbling around. Yeah, I think you might have had something to drink before that Omos comment. Come on, Undertaker. You can't be making comments like that in public, bro. Now I gotta verbally shit on you on tomorrow's podcast. I don't want to do that. Silent One, re-ups for 3 months. Thank you, Silent One. Sitting VIP at the venue with a cold beverage. I appreciate everything you do, JD. Keep it up. OTS forever. Thank you, brother. The Undertaker with a $10 super chat. This is my public apology regarding Omos comments. I am dearly sorry for so offending my creatures of the night. Let this be a lesson to not drink before an interview. Yes, Undertaker, you were clearly drunk during that bump segment, bro. Clearly. Running the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for your $10, brother. Like always, you are the GOAT. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. Dre Lavelle with a $5 super chat. Watching the best in the game. Been a fan for years. Keep up the good work you doing. Thank you, Dre. I appreciate you, bro. Theo with a $4.99 super chat. JD, Breaking the Silence is a badass song. I love it. Thank you. I know. I only play badass songs on the podcast. Andy Windbreaker with 200 in rupee, which probably equals 75 cents. Every week these days, I can't help but think WWE wrestlers unionizing would fix things, but with how pink slip happy WWE is, I'm not sure that would ever help out. Bro, nothing's gonna help out until Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are fucking no longer breathing. No longer breathing, bro. They gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Mr. Dark Ace 28 with the $10 super chat. Was out with family tonight at the Barcade. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. SmackDown, from the sound of it, must have been a shitload of a snore fuck. I might watch Rampage. Keep up the good work. Hashtag OTS. Bro, I love Barcade, man. I think Barcade is fucking awesome. It's a 266 bomb. Thank you for the currency explanation in the chat. Barcade's awesome, man. I hope you had a good time. I gotta visit my local Barcade here in Brooklyn pretty soon. Yes, SmackDown was a load of snorefuck. But thank you for $10, bro. Dre Lavelle with a $5 super chat. Remember that NXT conspiracy you spoke of years ago? Well, we saw everything come to pass. Always. It's for life. Bro, listen, man. Anybody could have seen that. Anybody could have reiterated that, but they refused to open themselves up to it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not looking for an interview. I'm not looking for people's fucking appreciation, or I'm not looking for their friendship. I don't give a fuck. You don't like me? Good. Good. That means I did something right. But don't knock me for my work ethic. Was I right? Of course I was. Are you going to let... Are people now going to admit that I was right? Of course not. Of course they're not going to admit I'm right. Because I'm the lunatic. The lunatic can't be right. Scorpio1117 with a $2 super chat. Jade Cargill can be AEW's top female performer. She can be, but she's nowhere near being that. Negan, the Savior Smith with a $1.99 super chat. I'll tell Daryl to beat the hell out of Johnny Ace, please. Please, a bow and arrow right to the fucking head, bro, please. I'd pay to see it. Hollywood Guy with a $2 super chat. Do you think Naomi will be part of the next cuts? No. She's married to one of the Usos. She's not going anywhere. Elatex Gaming 02 with a $5 super chat. Sup, JD? What is your favorite intro theme for WWE shows? And what song would fit on the shows as the next one? Thorn in Your Eye during the Attitude Era by Anthrax was my favorite WWE theme, followed by To Be Loved by Papa Roach. And Uncle Pyro, $1.99 super chat. JD, I know you love gaming. Have you played God of War? Yes, I have. I have played God of War, Uncle Pyro. It's awesome. We are about to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Did you guys have a good time tonight? I know I did. I always have a good time, no matter what, man. Mr. Dark Ace, I see you with the super chat coming through already, man. $5 super chat. I did have fun at the barcade. Whooped ass in Mortal Kombat 2 as Kung Lao. And played some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. That Turtles in Time shit, man. That shit's fucking clutch. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now, man. I'm an NBA Jam guy. I like me some Pac-Man. I like me some Castlevania, some Contra. The classics, bro, the classics. Listen, guys. I may have a live off the script tomorrow, man. I don't know. I don't really want to sit here all day long and record a fucking podcast. I may just go live. I may jump in the fucking Mustang and we'll just head to the venue and do it live, man. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Continue to hit that subscribe button. Join the channel. Become a VIP. Make sure you guys go and check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel, man. There's a ton of content. Go and check it out. Patreon.com/JDfromNY206. Go get your new t-shirts. They are on sale right now, man. Those NWO throwback, black and white, and Wolfpack designs. Some good stuff there. And follow me on social media, man, at JDfromNY206. That's on Twitter and on Instagram. You guys know where to find me, man. It's the best way to keep up to date on everything happening in the venue. Well, you guys know what time it is, man. I got my cold beverage, Edgar Estrada. Listen, bro, you're fucking up my outro, bro. Hey, JD, my brother, hope you and the OTS fam had a great Thanksgiving. Still hyped for that great Dynamite show. Wish Super Mario Brothers a happy motherfucking birthday and call him a goon. Love my brother, Hula Grim. Cheers and have a great weekend. Edgar with the $100 super chat. Super Mario Brothers, have a fucking happy birthday, bro. And I'm getting out of here. I need that music on max. You guys know the rest. I'll see you guys on Off the Script tomorrow, man. Have a good night, and I'll see you live tomorrow.